You check your phone again. No reply yet. And even though it's only been 20 minutes, your mind has already written 3 different endings to the conversation. Maybe they're upset with you. Maybe you said something wrong. Maybe they're pulling away. You don't want to feel this way, but you can't seem to stop. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Anxious attachment isn't a character flaw, it's a pattern, one that usually starts in childhood, when love felt unpredictable, or when you had to work hard to feel secure with the people closest to you. Over time, your nervous system learned to stay on high alert in relationships, to scan for signs of withdrawal, to need reassurance, even when everything is actually fine. Today, we're going to look at 9 signs this pattern might be running in the background of your life. Sign number 1. You overanalyze what people say to you. A short reply, a change in tone, someone who seems a little quieter than usual. For most people, these things pass without a second thought. But for you, they feel like clues. Clues that something is wrong and that you're probably the reason why. You replay conversations, you look for hidden meanings, you read between lines that may not even be there. This isn't overthinking for the sake of it. It's your nervous system trying to stay one step ahead of rejection. Sign number 2. You need a lot of reassurance and then feel guilty for needing it. You ask if someone's okay with you. You check that they're not upset, and when they say they're fine, it helps, but only for a while. Before long, the doubt creeps back in. The hard part is that you're aware of it. You tell yourself you're being too much, too needy, too intense. But needing connection isn't a flaw, it's human. The anxious part is the part that never quite believes the reassurance. Sign number 3. You find it hard to enjoy time alone when you're in a relationship. When a partner is away, even for a few hours, there's a low hum of unease. You might keep yourself busy, but part of your mind is still tracking. When will they be back? Are they thinking of me? Why haven't they messaged? Alone time feels less like rest and more like waiting. And underneath the waiting, there's often a quiet fear that the connection you have is more fragile than it looks. Sign number 4. You tend to put other people's needs before your own, often without realizing it. You say yes when you mean no. You shrink your opinions to avoid conflict. You work hard to keep the people around you happy because somewhere deep down, you believe that keeping them happy means keeping them close. It can look like kindness from the outside, and part of it is, but part of it is also protection, a way of making yourself easy to love so that no one has a reason to leave. Sign number 5. Conflict feels genuinely terrifying to you, not just uncomfortable, terrifying. Even small disagreements can trigger a wave of anxiety that feels completely out of proportion to the situation. You might avoid the conflict altogether, or you might rush to fix it immediately, even if that means taking the blame for something that wasn't your fault. Because conflict for someone with anxious attachment doesn't just feel like a disagreement, it feels like a threat to the entire relationship. Sign number 6. You often feel like you love more than you're loved, like you care more, like you're more invested, like if the other person decided to walk away tomorrow, it would shatter you, but they'd probably be okay. This imbalance might be real sometimes, but often it's a distortion. Anxious attachment makes love feel asymmetrical, even when it isn't, because your nervous system is always bracing for the moment when the other person realizes you're not worth staying for. Sign number 7. You're drawn to people who run hot and cold. Inconsistency actually activates your attachment system. When someone is unpredictable, warm one day, distant the next, it keeps you in a constant state of pursuit, trying to get back to the good moments, trying to figure out what you did wrong. It can feel like chemistry, like intensity, but often it's just your nervous system responding to a dynamic it grew up with, where love was something you had to earn and keep earning. Sign number 8. You feel anxious when things are going too well. This one surprises people. But when a relationship feels calm and stable, when there's no drama, no uncertainty, it can actually feel wrong, unsettling, like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Peace can feel like the quiet before something bad happens. So your mind starts looking for problems just to have something to manage. This isn't self-sabotage. It's a nervous system that was trained to expect disruption and doesn't quite trust the calm. Sign number 9. Your mood is heavily tied to how others respond to you. When someone is warm and attentive, you feel good. When they're distant or distracted, your whole day shifts. You might not even notice how much you rely on external signals to tell you whether things are okay. It's not about being fragile. It's about where your sense of safety lives. For someone with anxious attachment, safety isn't internal yet. It's something other people hold. If you recognized yourself in several of these signs, please be gentle with yourself. Anxious attachment isn't a life sentence, it's a learned response. And what was learned can, with time and awareness, begin to shift. The fact that you're here, that you're trying to understand yourself better, that already matters. If this video resonated with you, the next one might too. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. There's more coming. Take care of yourself.